Hello, and welcome back to Space Engineers. I am the Blind Gaming Guy. I apologize for some technical difficulties that were beyond my control. Apparently, my internet decided they needed to update their DNS servers. Anyway, again, welcome back to Space Engineers. I am the Blind Gaming Guy, and I was able to. I only put a couple of extra things on since we were all together. I put a pair of timer blocks and a pair of event controllers on to help with connecting and disconnecting and hopefully engaging into combat better. As far as I can tell, we are ready to armor it up and give it some shape. So we have everything. It should have everything it needs. So let's put that into. Let's see here. Oh, it's. I know why. No, it shouldn't have that. It should be named small grid whatever. Info. See, I told you it should be named small grid whatever. Oh, no one has an antenna. Blue smoke drone. Okay, we have an antenna. We have a remote. Okay. I wonder if it's treating as a part of the big rover. And let's alright. Okay. Bat. Just these small bats. Let's go drone. Batteries. Save. Switch them to auto. Yes. Okay, again. Still not seeing it. Switch lock. Now, 5K. I still am not seeing it. The antenna is right here. Oh, there. Blue smoke drone control. That's what we want. Alright. G. Connector. Switch lock. Camera. View. And weapon blocks. Yes, groups, batteries, recharge on off. There you go. So oh, crud. We never got side. I know what the problem is. It is still missing batteries. Or, thrust. It doesn't have thrust in 2 directions. It didn't have thrust in 2 directions. So what do we lose? Shift K, blue smoke drone, Control Z. Well, looks like we lost a thruster. Guess it's an easy thing to fix. All right. People who say that streamers always, put their best foot forward, don't show their mistakes. Come view this one. Oh, that was so dumb. Yeah, I don't have enough torque to lift it up all by myself. All right. Oh well, we'll do it in a minute another way. Let's give it some side thrust. And yes, I put it out that far on purpose because I was going to put a block here behind it, like that. Let's go get some stuff. Okay. All right. Shift K. Take control of the drone. Turn my thruster on. See if I can't get it to rotate over. If I could just get it to... I could turn my head. How do I get this thing to flip back over? Fine. I know how to flip it over. It's not the way I want to flip it over, but I know it will work. Let's lift it up off the ground this way. Now then. Shift K. Control. There we go. Now rotate it over. Yeah, those two are not enough. Which I could have told you. In fact, I did tell you. I did say that wasn't going to be enough. It was just supposed to be enough to get it back up here. Aha! Now I have control of me again. Alright. It's going to need more batteries than it currently has. There are two ways that can be accomplished. I could give it a bigger battery. Or double the number of small batteries it has. I really like the shape. So I think what we're actually going to do is just give it more small batteries and move these out a row. Like I said, I like the shape. Okay, there we got it fixed. Now, we need more side thrusts for sure. I mean, that was very obvious. The question becomes, where do I put it? Actually, we're going to put it right back where these are. Yeah. This should give it plenty of maneuverability. About 4 times. Each one of these is at least twice, if not 3 times as much thrust as one of the small Atmos, or Flatmos. I still need the events and timers. So we just do a pair of timers straight back, a pair of events, like that. There we go. That'll give me
energy low.
Ah, it's almost night. Let's eat food. Really? It's close enough. Come on. Well, apparently it's not gonna let me get night. It's not gonna give night to me yet. It's getting close though. Okay. So now we have forward and back, side and side, up and down. That's all directions of thrust. We have all of the flight control. We have a gyro. We have things to turn things on and off. Without control, or without me thinking about it. Every single time. We have ammo in the guns, which is always an important thing to check. Make sure I didn't screw up my conveyors. As far as I could tell, we are ready to turn it into a functioning drone. Which means make it pretty. So let's start with giving us a tiniest bit of armor, because let's be honest, all armor in small grid is extracurricular. since small grid armor has so little effect. You would think it'd have more, but it does not. A lot of times it may as well have had none at all. Obviously, I'm not going to put anything right in front of the thruster. There we go. I believe there's only a one space. I think I get away with it here. If not, it'll cook it and, you know, it won't stay there. Okay. Now let's go. This direction. That direction. That direction and that direction. There we go. Nice solid shield. And now let's grab the 2x1s. Because I do want some more up here, but I don't want it to be quite so tall so quickly. And now we are cooking with gas. Obviously, we can't block the hole over that, but you can go like this. And then there, and there. Cover up everything but thruster exit. Now it's definitely night. Let's go to bed. Hey, look, we are building up power. Apparently, I'm still late. There you go. Everything even so far.
Meteor storm inbound.
Doing the bottom is rough. Okay. The heck. Go. here and here, and just fill the blanks in. Now, as armor goes, very, 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 very minimal. And again, we're only using one color, so it's really not going to be very pretty. But if we were to, say, add another color, like, oh, I don't know. Oh, white. Let's go with nice bright white. And then go, what do you think? Racing stripes, maybe? Oops. There we go. Yes, a nice little white outline or highlight. It is not lost on me that I'm actually using the original default colors for Space Engineers. It's very simple, very basic drone. Now Shift K, grab the drone. Disconnect. Oops. That was my fault. I forgot something. I forgot to turn the power on. I apologize. Alright, I apologize. I'm back. My children are home. Which is why I don't normally stream this late. Alright. That seems to be a really simple basic drone. Alright. Now let's go Control B. Blue Smoke Drone. Let's rename it because this one is Unset Up. This one is not set up. Okay. Shift K. Control. Let's go into the terminal real fast and go antenna. Crank it up. Do I have an antenna on the ship? Or on here? Yes, I do have an antenna right here. What is this thing's range set to? Compact antenna. Range. Maxed out. 50K. Alright. So. Take control of this. No, that's not what I said to do. Shift K. Remote. Okay, well, let me take control while I'm in that control console. Is it because it's a control seat? No. Yet, I can do it from here. Well, that's weird. It's not 300 meters from me. I should not have lost it. Oh, my antenna is off. That's why. Much better. Okay. I see what I did. I should be able to fly all the way over here to the beacon. Which we are way quick. We'll fly over it because I have that top speed mod on, which I really do not need on. And we see that everything's good here. Okay. Now let's fly back. Let's go over that 8K base. See if there's anything there to shoot at. Not that I need to shoot at anything, but because, hey, why not? We should keep an eye on my power time. And it needs more power. There is absolutely nothing here now. You can see my crash sites. It flies. It needs more power. I don't know. I might could do with a little bit more thrust, but I don't know about more power. Well, we'll do a little test once we get over here. See if it needs more thrust. Wish there was something I could have shot at. Just for fun. Alright. This will let us see how much tip we have. We don't need more thrust that direction. We don't need thrust in any direction. We're doing fine. Okay. Now, bringing it back in for landing. I think it actually is close. I can't tell from here, but it's close. I need to go further forward. All right. 9 and 8. The next thing I really should do is figure out how to, or how this thing, how to make this thing fight. There's a couple of ways I could do it. Like I did last time, I could just set everything up and hope for the best, which is the first thing we're going to do. However, unlike last time, we are also going to reload the game into a creative mode. Save. And I never noticed there were numbers on that before. That's how blind I am. Huh. Anyway. And I play on a really big screen. So, AI blocks. AI basic. Toggle block on. AI behavior off. Set to follow player. Set to follow me. Set distance, because it's going to be following me in a ship. I think 100 meters is a good, safe distance. Don't want it too close. Alright? Alright. AI flight. Speed limit. This is a combat vehicle, so it needs to be able to move pretty quick. I don't trust this thing too fast. Minimum altitude. Let's keep it up in there a bit. 50 meters ought to be plenty. Match pitch angle. As we just saw, pitch is not and roll is not going to be a real issue with the amount of thrust we have. It was able to basically go upside down. So plus or minus 45, not going to be an issue. That brings us to AI defensive. AI defensive. We're going to defend against enemies. And honestly, we should probably put it on neutrals the way the last thing went, but we're not going to do that. With weapons, we're going to lock target. We're not going to worry about characters because I am the only one. We do not need to flee because we will never be letting it flee. Set up actions. This will be a timer. But we haven't got the timer set up yet. So let's go set up the first timer. Timer block 3. We'll call this block the defensive timer. Okay, defensive timer. Alright. Now, delay. We don't want to delay. Set up actions. Alright. We will turn off AI behaviors here. AI behavior off on the defensive block. AI behavior on the attack block. And that is literally all that we're doing. If it detects an enemy, it tells this thing to switch to this. That's it. Okay. So now we go back in to the AI defensive. AI defensive. Set up actions. Timer blocks are hard to find because it's got so many blocks. Defensive timer. Start. Okay. Now, AI offensive. Attack enemies. Target priority. Let's go smallest. Gives it the best chance to get rid of it. Make defensive weapons the only thing it really worry about. Circle and orbit. Circle at, well, let's say 150. Circle in planetary gravity. Use static weapons. Grab both Gatling guns and add them. And that will be good. So, now if we look at all these things. Now, event controller. We'll call this one undock event controller. Event connector lock unlock. Small insect connector, add block. Okay. And I got fine. We won't need an add gate because there's only one of them. Select actions. This will be the other timer block. Start. Alright, so let's go to the other timer block. And this we will call launch timer. And delay again. Basically no delay. Set up actions. AI flight move. Toggle block on. AI flight move AI behavior on. AI basic. Toggle block on. AI basic. Toggle behavior on. AI defensive. I find the right block. Toggle block on. AI defensive. Toggle block. Or toggle AI behavior on. Okay. There we go. Now, theoretically, this is ready to go into combat. So to do it, what we would do is we would go into our bats, turn the drone batteries off of recharge, and then Shift K, take control of take control, and hit 9. Why did that not trigger? It didn't trigger. The event controller didn't trigger correctly. Select actions. Oh, I never set it up! Alright, well, I can't. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Where's the other event? Undock event controller connector. Yes, check that one. It's showing it is disconnected. Well, if it is disconnected, set actions. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. Sorry, that's my fault. Okay. Shift K. Shift K. Control U. Slide you back. Connect. And disconnect. It says autopilot enabled. Which should mean now, if I make a move, he'll come chase me down. Sure enough. Alright, now Shift K. Take control of the drone. Got it. Now then, G. AI flight move. AI behavior on off. Hit 7 to take it off. 1 to be in control. Look at the red dot. Look at the red dot on my chest. Oh no. Really makes you want to try it. Just because I am that way. Alright. So, at the very least, we know the AI does turn on. That is what we know so far. Shift K, Control, and don't go anywhere. Stay. Woo. Now we take another blueprint. Control B. This time we rename it again. This time it is untested. Okay. Now. Control, take it down, go over. Turn it so I can see what's going on. And dock. Okay. Now, let's test this thing in another format. Let's save. Let's save as, and this time, let's call it testing. Pop out to the main menu. And let's load in the testing one after we edit its settings, because we need it to be creative. Okay. Load it in. Now, what we're testing here is whether or not we have this set up correctly. And the only way we're going to know that is by spawning in an enemy and letting the enemy shoot at it. Or letting it try to shoot at the enemy. Vice versa. So that's what we're going to do next. Scott, sorry I'm late. What'd I miss? You missed me finishing up and setting up the AI on the drone, and now we're going to do really dumb stuff and try to make the drone fight each other. So, regular F10. We want the blue smoke drone unset up. Copy to clipboard. Boom. Now, transfer to Space Pirates. Yes. Alright, that will definitely make it an enemy. It should be an enemy. Yeah. Then antenna is still showing up. Oh, well, I only put the one thing. I need to select everything and give it to Space Pirates. There we go. Now we have a enemy ship to shoot at. So, if I've done this correctly, when I disconnect this, it'll turn and look at me. It should pick up the enemy target. Okay. Well, it follows me. Why? AI defensive. Behavior is on. Combat is on. I wonder. DEF defensive timer. Set up actions. AI basic. Turn behavior off. Trigger now. Just blew the two guns right off the front of it and then stopped shooting. Fair enough. Show enough. Okay. Well, we found out what we needed to change to get it to do what we want it to do. We have to turn off AI basic also. And then it just turned and mollywop our target. Now, let's take it a step further. Let's take it back down and land it. Shift K. Control the blue stroke drone. Turn AI behavior off. Oh, it's so much easier to fly when I do this. You know, actually just fly it. I mean, flying in first person is challenging because you have zero zero perception of how large your vehicle is. That said, I got really close to landing it, or to docking it. Alright, so now we dock. Now, at the moment we undock, it should take take over. Well, you know what? Woo! Let's spawn a new one. And hit the delete button. Really? How is it not blown up? There it goes. Alright. Enough playing with that. F10. Blue smoke drone, unset up. Copy it to billboard. To billboard clipboard. Put it so it won't fall out of the sky immediately. Highlight everything. Transfer to Dismiss Pirates. Yes. Now I want to control copy. So copy. Control copy. Let's make all of these bad boys pirates. Transfer to pirates. And again, transfer all to the pirates. Alright. There is 4 pirate enemies. Shift K. Take control of the drone. Put myself in first person view and then unlock. Okay. Defensive. Combat. Set up actions. Trigger when detected. Trigger when lost. That should have triggered then. Defensive timer. Set up actions. It did not trigger. trigger now. I don't know why it's not triggering correctly. Remember my comment about I'll be darned how little damage I actually did. I messed up one of the Gatling guns. That's hilarious. So if I now go back into it, Shift K, control the blue smoke drone. Ah, wrong button. Whoa! I don't know what I hit that time. Do not want to shoot at the bridge. I don't know why it matters. We're in testing. We're not actually going to stay here. I am just playing. Just shooting things for the fun of shooting things at the moment. There it goes. But that doesn't answer the question. And the question is... Holy cow, I docked it. I actually got it all the way landed and docked in first person. Why is this not working right? I wonder if you have to actually have the flee trigger set to do something. I wonder if that's the problem. Is I need the flee trigger actually set up to do something. 1 second. Again, kids are home. Not my normal time to stream. I apologize. Defensive. I wonder if the flee trigger has to have something. Flee trigger when target locked. I wonder if that has to be set. I wonder if that's what I did have set up wrong. So, let's get rid of these. So that they won't read as an enemy. Delete and get rid of all of it at once. No. Yes, there we go. Okay, I do not see any enemies, which is great. F10. Blue smoke drone. Copy to clipboard. Select all. Transfer to Space Pirates. Yes. Control copy. I'm going to spread these out a lot more this time. Select all, transfer to Pirates. Yes. Control V. Select all, transfer to Pirates. Yes. And yes, I realize that nothing is shooting back. I get that. But this will tell us if it's capable of doing what we need it to do. Which is shoot at the pirates with zero input from us, while we are doing something else entirely. Okay. Now, for next thing I want to do is this. Switch this magnet strength to disabled. There. Now, Shift K. Why is the blue smoke drone not showing up? Just take control of it that way. Alright, ready? Set. Autopilot took over.
Meteor storm inbound.
Why did auto... Oh, I know why. Nine. Alright. Okay. It's under undock event controller. No. Under launch timer. Setup actions. Flight, flight, flight. Everything should turn itself on. Right. Okay. And then defensive timer. It detects an enemy, it turns defensive back off, turns combat on, and basic on. So, if I hit 9, autopilot enabled. It looks at me. It should detect the enemies. Or is it not detecting the enemies because they are already in its range? I'll find out soon. I wonder if it's a range thing. So let's take it outside of the range. And then bring it back into range. Alright, we are more than 2 kilometers from base. As long as it doesn't splat me. Which it did not, because 100 meters is still a long way. Oh, we're doing something. Not what I want it to. I don't understand why it won't do this. Fine. Defensive timer, or sorry, G. Defensive timer block. Trigger now. 6. Oh, it didn't get put back on is why. Alright. So clearly, we still have some issues. Trying to fly a drone with no camera from a kilometer away, though. Somehow I've actually got it close to back. So, what we learned. Oh, wrong direction. What we learned is we are really close. Don't quite have it yet. But we also learned that I am really target fixated and blow up the front of my ships when I fly in remote control mode. And this is because why not right before we get off? Ooh, let's make that face the right direction. Yeah, alright. I have never... This is just because I feel like it. I'm going to turn my drone into a missile and blow the tar out of... Shift K. Take control of the blue smoke drone. Okay. Camera, take control. Oh, wait. Wait. Don't hit it. Don't hit it yet. Don't. Okay, I forgot to go warhead. I forgot to turn them all on. Arm, warhead. Alright. Now, whatever this hits, it hits. Goodbye. Sorry. So, that is where we're going in today. We have our drone flying. Haven't quite got it where it engages automatically on its own the way I want it to yet. But we will mess with that more next time. So, join me Thursday for more Space Engineers Chaos. I am the Blind Gaming Guy, and I forgot to hit my buttons. Join me Thursday from 12:30 to 4:30 for more Space Engineers Chaos. Or you can also join me on Twitch from 10 to noon, Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. I'm the Blind Gaming Guy. See you next time for more space.